What's up, everybody? It's your best pal Nick coming to you with another unboxing video. Today we're going to open some Legends figures here. Yeah, so I did get to go to Target this past couple weeks ago, and so we're going to start with some Legends figures. Now this is going to be Legends Series 31. I know we already did Legends Series 30 just recently, but today we're going to be opening up El Matador, okay? Now El Matador is good old Tito Santana. Now Tito Santana was a pretty prominent wrestler, kind of underrated in my opinion, but still an amazing wrestler. Had a really good feud going on with Macho Man Randy Savage back in the day, but he was one of my favorites. My dad, one of my favorite things to do with my dad's a truck driver, so he loved old school wrestling. So a lot of the times during COVID, I'll say I used to do a lovely Tito Santana promo as Macho Man Randy Savage to go to my dad to keep him awake while driving on the road or just keeping him entertained. So a lot of the times I used to be like, Tito Santana, yeah, you're nothing but a grain of sand in the Sahara Desert, yeah, and I am the entire desert. So that's kind of, I used to do a lot of that for my parents, or my dad, sorry, while he was truck driving to get him through and to get him to come home without having to fall asleep on the road. So hopefully I don't put him in jeopardy for saying that, but it was a while ago during COVID. So, but every once in a while I'll joke around with him, letting him know, hey, you know, you're nothing but a grain of sand in the Sahara Desert, you know. So, but Tito Santana was one of the big ones back in the day. Definitely underrated though at very major points. But he is on a Legends contract with like people like Coco Beware and Bull Nakano and all these great wrestlers. But like I said, Legends is good because I love the Legends when we're able to shine light on the older wrestlers that didn't really get much love, in my opinion, you know, that they deserved. So I'm excited that we get to do that today. I'm going to read the blurb on the back here. This is a Build-A-Figure for the Diamond Stud, which is essentially Razor Ramon, but back in WCW. So that is actually kind of cool there as well. And let me take a look here. This is not a first time in the line. No, Tito Santana's had some figures in the past with Elites, but it's been a long time since he's had one. So I'm excited we get to open this guy up and see what goods we have in it as well, and seeing what he's going to look like. So this is the first time I've had a Tito Santana myself. So El Matador, it says Intercontinental Champion for titles as well as World Tag Team Champion. And it says, after making his mark as both a singles and a tag team partner, Tito Santana went back to his roots in 1991 to take on the biggest bulls in WWE, and returned to WWE to introduce to the world El Matador. Now, after learning how to defeat wild, snorting beasts as a bullfighter, El Matador feared no superstar who faced him across the ring. Arriba, which is one of his catchphrases back in the day as well. So, I'm really excited to open this up. This is also a Build-A-Figure, like I said, if I already haven't said that already. So I'm excited that we get some Build-A-Figure pieces. If you're not buying the whole thing, at least you'll have some spare parts if you ever get a Build-A-Figure. So yeah, let's jump right to it. Let's get this guy opened up, and yeah, let me get that rolling for us. Cool. So, as one thing real quick, as I'm getting this all set up here, in the last Build-A-Figure, a lot of the Build-A-Figure pieces were part of the plastic that comes with the figure. It looks like now they're attaching them to the bottom of their little backdrop here. So I accidentally tore a piece of my Tito Santana backdrop, which, to be fair, I'm not keeping it, but still good to know because now I know they're all twist tied on the bottom, so I'm gonna have to pull the whole thing out in order to get to the pieces anyway. So good to know, but there you go, Razor Ramon's extra hands, or sorry, Diamond Stud. We're gonna put Alrighty, looks like we got them set up for the most part here. I will say, out of all the figures that I've opened up this past week, this has definitely been an interesting one. So first and foremost, this is a pretty plain Jane figure, nothing too crazy. I mean, we do got some cool accessories. We got the, the El Matador cape, and we also have the El Matador hat. Bummed about one thing with the hat. I thought we could at least put the hat on for him. At best, and the cape is not soft goods, which kind of makes it a little sad, but you can pose them. You could use it as any way you want it. I will say, when you look at this figure, this is definitely a Tito Santana figure. Comes with 2 Fists of Fury, comes with 2 open hands, and comes with 2 gripping hands as well. The color scheme for this is perfect. Goes with the gear, the green and the pink. I will say double-jointed pinless elbows, however, double-jointed pinned legs, which I am kind of shocked to see for this Legends figure since we've been doing so good without having pinned legs. I don't know why they do it. It's like an on and off thing. I don't know if it's just the way they want it to stand, if it's supposed to be a little more sturdier that way. But I will say this, on a positive note, I'm excited to have Tito Santana. Like I said, he's one of those figures that you can either search and see how expensive he is, and so the fact that we get him in this form is really cool. I will definitely be putting him right next to like my Jesse the Body Ventura or one of my older wrestlers like Macho Man Randy Savage as well. I do like that we have these cool accessories to go with Tito Santana. However, I wish they were a little bit more on the soft goods side, or at least have the hat being able to wear, so that way you can put it on him, and that way you can have them all set up like El Matador would be. Okay, but what do you guys think about this? Are you guys going to wait for this Legend figure to go on sale on clearance to be like a little bit more cheaper, like $6 cheaper than what I paid for it? Let us know in the comments, and we'd be more than happy to see what we can find out here. But yeah, it looks like we got some really good things going on. I will say too, as well, now that I'm catching it, there's a little bit of scuff on the paint here, on the back of his trunks here, or tights. But I will say, this is very much not a bad figure. I just know for a fact I feel like they could have done a little bit better on this, Tito Santana, we haven't had a Tito Santana in a long time. Who's to say we won't have another one? Don't get me wrong. But I would have liked to see a little bit more love when it came to Tito Santana and the way they made him. I think this is still a cool figure to have. But, the hat, make it worth to put it on him. Or give us a head that gives us the hat, on top of that. And give us a soft goods cape, for the Matador. But, if you're setting it up this way, we could definitely make that work. Mine was kind of giving me a little issue, so I kind of left them like that for now. But anyway, let us know in the comments what you think. Give us a like, a subscribe, share with your friends if you want. And then we'll make sure that we do some more openings. We got a few more figures when it comes to wrestling currently coming through. So I'm excited to show you those when we get there too. Anyway, with that being said, I hope you all are having a great rest of your day. Until next time, peace.